Episode 81. No, fucking up already.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Episode 81.
I don't think we did that last time.
No, we didn't introduce it at all last time. That was something that I was like...
As I was editing it, I'm like, dude, I fucked up because I kept like transitioning before we even do it.
I know. You were like, yo, how about you introduce it off or whatever? And I'm like about to do it, and then it just got slipped away, and I'm like, it's too late to do this now.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, where are you going to school? We're learning. It's alright. We're just kids.
Yeah, you fucked us. No, I'm just kidding. Nah,
How you doing, dude? You seem tired.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired, honestly. I've been really tired today, like, for some reason. I've been working outside all day for, like, the past, week and a half or whatever. It has been feeling pretty good, but still just being in the sun. It's, like, sunburning me, and, like, I'm getting sunburned. I'm just, like, just tired all the time.
And you've been in the gym consistently, right?
I've been in the gym, yeah.
How's your training been? Like, what's it been looking like lately? Your routines?
Well, I've been hitting two things when I go. So it's like, usually like back and buys, chest and tries, just legs really, but then I'll probably finish with some core. And then after legs is like shoulders. I try to do it's probably just shoulders too, because I try to hit shoulders after leg day, because I think I touched on this on another podcast, but if you hit, whatever you hit the day after leg day, it'll be like more amplified, because that's when your body has the most testosterone built up. It's like after leg day.
Yeah.
The day after leg day. So yeah, I try to hit shoulders because I want them big shoulders. But I throw like some rear delt in there too, because that, like, once you get that popping, that's pretty good. So we got chest and tries, back and buys, legs, shoulders, core, skating. I think that's pretty much it.
What are your go-to back workouts whenever you're training back for the day? Like, what are your go-to exercises? I wonder.
So my gym has these 3 machines that I love. 4 machines, actually, really. Well, yeah, the ATC on 6 Mile Cypress has the 4 machines I'm talking about, but the ATC on Alico is just going to have the 3. But basically the 3 main machines that I like, there's a lot more I do for back, but 3 main machines that really, if I just had these, you could probably get a shredded back, is one where you sit and cushion comes down to hold your legs down, and then you come and grab these up here above your head. So your arms are like straight up above your head for anyone listening, and then you're pulling straight down, and you're just using those lats to pull down.
Yeah.
And you put weights, you put actual weights on the ends of them. So it's not like a machine, cable weighted machine. It's actual weighted machine. And then so you do that, and I superset that with one right next to it where your arms are like straight ahead, but like lower, like, at like a 45-degree pitch downward, and then you're pulling straight up, and it's kind of works that back and that like upper trap. And then right next to that, so there's a pull down, that one, and then there's, what's the third one? We got that, and then there's one where it's like this one, but it's straight out in front of you, and there's a cushion here, and you can either grab it here or here,
like a row sort of,
like a wide grip, yeah. So then I do that, and then on the fourth one, the one I really like at the gym I've been going to on 6 Mile, it has 2, and you can alternate them. So
that's pretty sick.
So yeah, so you can pull it back and
isolate.
Yeah. So I really like that. But you're kind of laying downward. You're kind of laying on it. You come up and lay down on it, and kind of pull upward on it. So it's really pretty cool.
It's important to get all those different angles, different angles of pulling and pushing and whatnot. I've been seriously considering, honestly, dude, I was out back and like really want to build some sort of like little like gym station, and it'd be pretty easy and like relatively cheap. I want to build like a pull-up bar and like have it. I feel like it'll help it be more structurally sound too if I did like 2x4 or 4x4 type action with the pull-up bar, and then have the supports to make it like more of a square solid base, have those be lower bars that are just like maybe 3 feet off the ground. Yo, chill, animals. Gohan, back up. Have that one like only 3 feet off the ground, so that I could use it for dip bars, like hold myself up and do like dips on them. Mm-hmm. Or Australian pull-ups is something I've really been wanting to incorporate into my workouts. Be like down near the ground, holding it like up so that your back is almost touching the ground.
Yeah.
And like you're just on your heels and just do pull-ups like that, to where like there's a lot less resistance, so it's not as hard as a pull-up, but you can like, I just feel like that pulling movement is something that like I don't get a whole lot of, you know, because I don't do like rows or like use any row machines or anything. You know, because pull-ups can like shred your back, you know, just the different types of pull-ups and whatnot, but I want to like get a little bit different with the angles, and I feel like Australian pull-ups might give me that, so I'm thinking about building it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could
I just don't know how much those pieces of metal would cost for like the like steel bar or whatever.
That's gonna be the most expensive thing, probably. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know though.
And I would need to make the pull-up bars high, you know, like it'd have to be like 7 feet off the ground or something to be able to jump up to it and hold because I want to start trying muscle ups. I want to really start like work my way up towards muscle ups, because I do the chin ups like that with like that hand positioning and like the right form. And I've been trying to do them to where, like, with my circuits, I'll hold it. I even do it on the house sometimes. I'll jump up and, like, grab the house, and I'll pull myself up just with my fingertips, and I'll hold myself. And sometimes I'll go from one arm to the other arm and, like, kind of, like, alternate while I'm up there 45 degrees, because that just, like, burns your back out so good, dude.
Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of, like, no equipment at all. I actually have been slacking. I haven't been in the actual gym in a long time, like months, because I've just been doing, like, more like circuit type stuff without stopping, like a bunch of burpees, a bunch of push-ups, and like just like I won't stop. I'll like do, especially when I don't have a lot of time and I'm just here, I'll do like a set of 20 push-ups, maybe like diamond push-ups, and then I'll move on to like some squat something, and then immediately go back to push-ups after the squat sets are done, and I'll like superset like that leg. And I usually don't like doing that. I like to focus like legs today, like that muscle group that day, but I just haven't had a lot of time, dude. I've been really busy.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But even just like 100 push-ups a day, 100 air squats a day can be like pretty significant, better than zero, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. Anything's better than nothing.
And burpees get me burning, dude. Like I didn't realize that, and the different ways you could do it to like to up the intensity, like one leg burpees or box jumps, where I'll like do a burpee, and then when I get up to like high jump, I'll jump up onto a box and jump down and then keep doing it. It's like I can only do like 10 of those and then I'm gassed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, those are nice. Those are key. Yeah, I've been doing deadlifts too. I feel like deadlifts are like the greatest thing you can do.
See, and I feel like that's why like I'm not, like I really need, because I don't bench press, I don't squat with a squat rack, and I don't deadlift, which those are like the 3 core workouts, you know what I mean? But like I just,
for strength training,
yeah. And I feel like I need it, because like my big workout goals are I want to be able to muscle up, and like some of these calisthenic moves I want to be able to do. I want to be able to like handstand push-up is something I've been working on, and just like getting my upper body strong enough so that I could like do these movements, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even necessarily to like I was talking about backflip burpees. It's like, and you're like, how many would you even do? Like just one, just to be able to do a back tuck, land, and go right into push-up. Like that takes athleticism, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, no, I feel you.
How do you feel about calisthenics?
I mean, I'm not going to hate on anyone who's bettering themselves in a physical activity, but I mean, for working out purposes, I don't personally like calisthenic workouts. I like some, I'll do them for sure, but there's something else, man, with me in the gym. Like I love it. Like I actually like love being on the machine, on the bench press. Like it's like how people talk about like a runner's high. It's like that. It's just like,
yeah, there's an adrenaline
just
rush.
zone out. Yeah, I zone out on like, you know, just working out and just go so slow and just feel the pump, you know, and then just get up afterwards and you feel it, and it's just
especially with something like bench press or like holding any sort of heavy weight. I've seen you work out and it's like that, where or remember that one time there were 50-pound dumbbells at the skate spot, and me and Gabe were like trying to just like do one rep, and you can just like boom, because you've like for years that's how you've been working out, like you put up weight, you know, and like something about bench press when like all that weight is just over your chest and it's up to you to like lower it down and just like push it back up.
That's nice.
Animalistic.
Yeah, I like it.
I've been wanting to incorporate more like external additives to my workouts too, like vitamins or something. Like I've really been wanting to look into On It, like Alpha Brain, and there's certain things on their website that I'd be interested to try. It's just expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. It's just expensive. I really like Forge supplements, dude. They have that's what I use, and I swear
That's that I wouldn't call it pre-workout, right? The stuff you gave me to take before.
Yeah, it's not really pre-workout.
It's more of just like what is it?
It's
what is it called on their website?
It says non-tropic. I don't know what that means, but it's a nitrogen oxide pump thing.
Oh. Does it help just with like circulation of blood to your muscles?
It helps with like mental clarity, circulation.
How big are the containers that you get?
They're about 6-7 inches tall, and like round. I think they have 32 servings in them, maybe 30 servings in one thing. So it lasts me about a month.
Do you just take it straight?
Uh-huh.
Cuz I tried that and I was like, as it was in my mouth, it was like the cinnamon challenge type shit where like it was too dry, I couldn't swallow it. And
well, you have to put it. Yeah, you got to put some water in there immediately.
I think I just tried to swallow it. Like I just tried to.
No, what I do is I throw it back, and then
It's like a tablespoon, right?
yeah. Well, it's the scooper. It's a scooper full. So it's more than a tablespoon. It's fat.
Oh yeah.
Scooper's fat, and so I scoop of that, and then I chug like a little bit of water. I like usually pour some in a glass, like that much, and then I chug like a little bit of it. Just get a little bit in there and swish it around, swallow it. It's the best way to do it, and yeah, 30 minutes. I do it like right before I leave for the gym. So then I drive to the gym, and it's like it's activating once you're getting warmed up for the gym, and it's like once you're on your second or third workout, you're just going, and it's just it's madness, dude. It really is. It's not like a itchy feeling like pre-workout gives you. It's just, oh my gosh, I can't explain it, but it's great.
It's kind of like when the caffeine from coffee hits you and like you just feel it. You're like, all right, that's the coffee working.
Yeah, like you just get up from like what you're doing, like let's go. Like it's just like you just feel it, and it helps, like it gives you a nice pump too.
Yeah,
it helps with giving you a nice pump, making you vascular, making your veins pop, making you look juicy,
getting that blood flow going. I got to do some research. I do want to spend a little bit and like invest in myself in that way, because I feel like it does do wonders.
One of my favorite too to end chest workouts with. This is a new one I just started doing, but it's amazing, dude. Gets you like the great pump, like after you do like bench, all this incline bench, all this nice stuff. End it with take like dumbbells and hold them here and come out like straight like this. Just build.
You ever do like 1 reps as a burnout, like a 1 rep push up or like a 1 rep pull up or something, where you try to just go for as long amount of time as you can, like 1 whole minute doing a 1 push up? Like it's hard, dude.
No.
Or like I'll do that with bicep curls sometimes. I'll just like curl, and like on the way down I'll just like hold it, and it'll just be like a cool down type thing at the end of my workout for like burnout.
Not for a minute, but I mean I usually do, like if I'm doing anything preacher curl. That's like this where they have this pad and you're sitting and your arms are like at a slight decline, like this, and you pull the bar up.
Yeah.
When I do that, I'll always come up, squeeze it, and then just let it ride down slow. I remember when I worked out with Chris Janicki, he showed me that, just being slow on it, and it just gives your arms such a nice pump.
Yeah, time under tension.
Yeah.
How's your 4-wheeler doing? Is it up and running yet?
Yeah, it's up and running. It's running real fast, dude. It's nice. It's really nice, honestly. I'm loving it. I'm wanting to take it to the track soon. I went down my street the other day, and I hit I looked down at the thing, and I was going 63, and I was in 5th gear. So, and then when I looked down, it kind of swerved a little bit. So I was like, all right. So then I got in 6th gear, ripped it. So I had to hit like almost 70 miles an hour.
You're going 70 miles an hour on a 4-wheeler?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy too, because on the forum I see a lot of people do all this work, like, all this work trying to, and they say, oh, it runs, I did all this work and my blaster runs like 74 miles an hour. And all I did was, reported the cylinder and went 50 over, got a new piston, rings, got a racing piston too. It's like a high compression one racing, and then yeah. But it already was modded. Like I already had a full pipe, Boyson reeds, like just all this aftermarket stuff. But the way it's running now, oh man, it's running so good. And it wheelies really good too. Like I put the rear grab bar on, I put the wheelie bar on, so I can put my foot back there and just hit the gas and like pop it up, and it just pops up into a wheelie.
Sick.
It's so nice.
Do you have any plans upcoming plans to go to what was the one you're talking about? Florida Tracks and Trails or
yeah, it's called Sandlot now.
Oh, Sandlot.
Yeah, same place but different owners. They revised it.
Are you gonna take it there sometime soon? Now that it's running.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, Bree's cousin wants to go and learn how to ride a dirt bike, so I think I'm gonna plan to take him and like he wants to rent one while he's out there. So I don't know how soon that'll happen though, but yeah, I definitely want to go out there soon.
Nice. Where were you riding when you were going that fast? Just around your neighborhood?
Just down my street, yeah. Like if you go past my street and just go on that stop sign and you go straight to the next road, there's no speed bumps like there is on my road, but it's like a really long road like mine, but no speed bumps.
Yeah.
So I just ripped it.
There's got to be certain times of day that you can just like, you don't have to worry, right?
I
There's
mean,
not a whole lot of traffic back there.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much in Briarcliff at all times, I'm not really worried.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Dude, the other day, last night whenever we were skating, I was thinking, this is a little, drastically off topic, but I was thinking, you know how there's certain tricks that like we just can't do, or we as like me, certain tricks that I just can't get myself to do, like the way the switch flips used to be like that, where I just couldn't do it. I just like my body just didn't know how to like flick my ankle that way.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about like why that is, like I wonder if, I guess what I was going to ask you is, do you think you can like teach yourself out of that? Like how certain people just like Reynolds was talking about on the 9 Club, his nollie flips are just always mob. Like he can't flick his foot. It just like kind of bashes down and gets out of the way, all mob. And he's he probably does switch and nollie flips every single day, but that's just how he does them. And it got me thinking how other people skate switch like it's regular, like Shane O'Neill. Like he barely even has the like curved in shoulder. His shoulders are open when he's skating switch, so you can barely even tell if he's goofy or regular. Do you think that's something you could learn?
Learn what exactly? What are you asking?
Like let's think about you. Like what are some tricks that you just like can't get your body to like make that movement?
I would say like a switch flip. Can't really do a switch flip at all. Like when I try to do it, it's just like it doesn't work. Same with like a switch tray.
I guess that's hard. I guess that's hard because like I can't switch inward heel. Like I can't get myself to switch inward heel. But I think that's just because I haven't learned that trick. Like I've never learned it. But tricks like hard flip is something that like, there's certain motions like how Kyle does hard flips or how like Luan does hard flips, the two like different ways, or Brian Herman. I feel like I know how to do it. Like I know what my feet need to do and like where it needs to flick, but it's just like there's the way I do hard flips and that's just period. Like I can't do it another way. And that got like tricks like that, or when I'm wondering like, could you learn to like do it the different way? Kind of like, you know how tray flips, like there's some people that do it like the spread eagle style like Nija, and then some people do it like Jamie Thomas, where like right when he scoops it, his back foot like curls in and catches it all front foot crazy. So like his feet are almost together. But Dylan Jade can do them both ways. He's like posted that he can like do the like fly foot or the like pop real high curl foot. He can do them both ways.
Yeah, you can. I think you can definitely learn them both.
Cause it's all muscle memory, really.
Yeah, and some people just have it like that, dude. I mean, a lot of people, and I think practicing too is the thing. Like if you practice both ways and you know how to do it both ways, you'll be able to do it. But a lot of people, just learn one way, learn what works for them, and then they run with it. So yeah. Cause
it's like skate and switch in general, to where like me, I'm not very good at switch, but there's like a couple switch and nollie tricks that I can do pretty good, and those are the ones I do often, so like I'm good at them. But then there's other ones like switch backside flip. I just never do that trick, never really like learned it. And to learn, like I can backside flip. So like if I want to get that like 180 flip motion in a line, like I'm just gonna like I don't want to spend. Sometimes I don't want to spend the time just like trying a switch backside flip for 3 hours to like get a little bit better at it and like get my muscle memory accustomed to that flipping motion. And so I guess that's just what it is. Like it just takes hella time to train your body to do that.
Yeah, no, skateboarding's crazy, dude, for real.
It is.
It really is something else. Like, I've been recently when I'm going out, I'm trying to like learn new tricks, and it's just like, fuck. It's like I'm at this place where it's like, what do I want to learn? Like, I wanted to learn hard flips, and then like I was coming close, and then I sacked it. Still haven't done one since that day. Other than that, it's like, yeah,
It's harder as an adult because like when we go out and skate, like if you know you and me last night had like an hour about an hour to skate before we had to like call it a night, like hour and a half. And so like of course I'm not gonna try switch backside flip because I'm gonna try that the whole time if I want to get good at it. So I'm just gonna do some kick flips, tray flips, backside flips, like stuff like that. It's not like when we were kids when we could spend like 5 hours at the skate park or our whole afternoon and nighttime at the skate park and try 300 tricks in that time frame, you know what I mean? And like obviously you're gonna do 50 kick flips and then you're like I'll try some switch backside flips for 2 hours, you know what I mean?
For real.
It's just so much harder as an adult.
Yeah, it really is.
And I wonder if there's like ways to, because like I never really like trick tip videos because I feel like it's all just practice. Like if you want to learn how to kickflip, just fucking try a kickflip over and over and over until you can do it. Yeah, because I always thought like
I learned from trick tip videos.
And I realized that in the last like handful of years with YouTube and stuff is like there is a trick to some tricks, you know, especially aside from like the beginner like flip tricks when it comes to grinds and stuff. There's definitely a technique about it that you can learn. And it's the same for flat ground too, I noticed, you know, to where if you like, I don't know though, cause I'm not a kid growing up now. So I don't really like, I didn't learn to kickflip like the videos teach you to kickflip, but, I just wonder how rapidly you could speed up that process. If you only have like an hour to skate, if you could like,
oh no, it's quick.
Train in some way.
Yeah, you definitely could. Like I used to just think of tricks that I'd want to learn. And I would look up trick tick. Oh my gosh, trick tick. Oh my gosh.
Trick ticks.
Tick ticks, dude. Fuck. Nah, I would look up trick tips. Oh yeah, trick tips. Trick tips. Yeah,
no comply big heel. Didn't you learn that from a Sam Tabor video?
I did. That's
Shout
what I'm
out
saying.
Sam Tabor.
I did.
Yeah, I remember when you learned that. You said you were watching a YouTube video. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of tricks, dude. So, oftentimes though, I mean, so, you know, sometimes it just works, but sometimes too, with me, to learn a new trick, I'll just have a vision. Like, I'll just be, you know, laying in bed the night before, and I'll just be thinking about this trick, and I'm like, I feel like I know what to do with a, you know, a varial heel, whatever, and then I'll just go out the next day, just, try it, get a varial heel. It's crazy.
Isn't it like there's sometimes you can like visualize it in your brain, like when you're just
that's what I'm saying,
chilling, and like it just clicks, and like even though your feet haven't done it, your brain like now knows how it works. That's crazy. It's like that when you're skating gaps too. Like if you just envision yourself like rolling away from it, you're gonna roll away from it, or envision like what it's gonna feel like to like land all four wheels on the ground with your feet on top.
Yeah, that's how I try to like think about every trick.
Yeah, I've been craving skating stairs, dude, so bad.
Me too.
Like I just want to get especially my kickflips have been so strong. Once I get a new board, bro, over. Cause then like once you have a fresh board, fresh shoes, all broken in, like the way it sticks to your feet, the confidence, bro. I could front 180 off, goddamn roof.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I wanna go back to that 5 stair at the school and get that trick I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say what it is because I don't want to jinx anything. I guess I could say it.
Yeah, and I just really want to spend some hours. Like, I really want to dedicate some time in my weeks to stopping at spots. And like a stair rec center, I feel like could be a good asset to my training. Because that's a place that I could be there. I could be there for like 2 hours all alone. Just put in some headphones. I could do 30
off the
ollies.
stage.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would just do like 5 ollies off the front side, 5 ollies off the back side, like 5 front 180s, 5 back 180s, like 5 fakey ollies, nollies, and I would just do that and train.
Yeah. Have you heard about the Tesla, the new Tesla,
Mm-mm.
Tesla Roadster?
Oh, I was hearing about it before it came out. I think is that the one that they
It's
say?
not out yet.
What year is it coming out?
Probably not for like another 2 years.
Oh, well, yeah, I've heard of it.
It's freaking sick, dude.
That's
Yeah.
the one that they say goes 0 to 60 in like whatever amount of time you want it to,
Yeah,
right?
that's the one
Like
he
it
was
could
talking
instantly
about,
go to
yeah.
60.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. He also tweeted, I don't know if this is a legit thing or not too, but he also tweeted, Elon Musk tweeted that something like, it will, it might, it's not too far out the realm of it being able to fly
Whoa.
type shit. Or at least take off, get air. I'm like,
Get
dude,
a speed bump, just
what?
whoa.
Dude, the car, it's either this Roadster or another update they're like about to add to another car or something. But I heard as well that they're not putting there's no like thing to shift it to drive and reverse to gears. The car just knows by where it's at.
What?
Yeah, and that can be problematic.
How would that work? I feel like that's because there's sometimes you want to go in reverse when you don't.
Well, yeah, because what if you're pulling out of a freaking grocery store and then, a guy's walking with his cart. He's like, hey, pull up for a sec. Like, I can't.
It's in drive.
She's going, dude. Back up. She's going.
Or if like there's, I've never driven a Tesla with like the automated features and stuff, but I feel like it would take a long time for me to trust it if it did do something like that, where like you're backed into a spot and it just knows to be in drive. What if it like just happened to glitch and is in reverse and I go and hit the thing and poof, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smash your bumper.
Yeah. There's an override system in the on the dash, on the touchscreen dash.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could put it in. But yeah, I just think that's crazy. That's at what point, Because I like to drive a manual, you know. So it's like
you like to be in control of everything.
Yeah. So at what point are we doing too much?
See,
here?
where I hope it goes, honestly, like I think it's inevitable that the electric vehicle is going to be like a staple in the world, but I don't think that motor vehicles are ever going to go extinct. You know
I've
what I
been
mean?
pushing for it.
But where I hope it goes is that like everywhere, and I know there's whole industries behind like how we have it right now traditionally, but I hope that eventually the electric vehicles move on to how do I say, like transportation and shipping and stuff like that. Like imagine if
No, I feel you.
like how
Public transportation.
yeah, or even aside from that, yeah, like dude, a superhighway, like how Musk talks about the superhighway underground to go from like state to state. You could get there in like 3 hours if you just like went on a 500 mile per hour super train. But aside from that, even if there were separate highways or underground,
Elon
yeah,
Musk.
Elon. But or even aside from that, if like not even for transporting people, just for transporting goods and whatnot.
Yeah,
like
everything.
how many semis there
Airplanes.
are on interstates.
Make airplanes electric.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
Solar powered.
That's sketchy though, dude. Like if they had an automated Tesla airplane.
No, get a backup
Pilot?
engine in there.
Oh yeah, so it's just like there's a glitch in the automated system.
No,
goes
because
down.
think about how much fuel. Talk about pollution. If you're
That's true. Jet fuel.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez, I didn't even think about it like that.
burning
And the
through the
diesels
air.
too, like those semis, like that takes hella fuel.
And they're running all day
Hella
long,
emissions,
states
yeah.
to state.
And like I don't want to like you wouldn't want to put
Tesla needs a semi truck.
yeah
for sure.
they have them, don't they? No, I'm pretty sure. Look it up, bro, on your phone. I'm pretty sure they have
Let's
Tesla
see.
semis, or he at least like released ideas of one.
There's a Tesla truck, but they're not a semi truck.
No,
dude.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure.
Put money on it.
Yeah, I'll put money on it, bro. That there's at least ideas. I don't know if it's like in development or something, but I know Musk has talked about that idea
All right,
of
you're
the
right.
semi.
A day ago, the yet to be released Tesla semi truck has already gotten a facelift. It looks sick too. Looks comfy.
Sick, yeah.
that
And see,
cockpit
and
looks
like
nice.
the argument is that would put so many people out of work. It would put so many drivers and so many truckers that
They're
do
gonna
that.
be driving that. How would it put them out of work? It doesn't drive itself. That's silly.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. Well, I thought about it. No, I meant like an automated system to where like there could be like a whole separate underground highway just for shipping. That way there wouldn't need to be drivers. They could all be on an automated server to where it's like, okay, trucks A, B, C, and D through like there are going to this stop, and they're gonna get there in 45 minutes because they're going 700 miles per hour.
This thing's sick, dude.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Because think, those vehicles, like they said about the Roadster, it can go from 0 to 60 because it's an electric vehicle. It doesn't need to like go up gears and like shift gears and stuff like that. It can just go. It can just boom, and so it could go an inhuman like an amount of speed that humans couldn't withstand, 700 miles per hour.
The issue is now the superhighway. I'm with you, but the issue is with the semi truck Tesla thing. Here's the issue I'm saying. Because I'm looking at specs. Mile range, 300 to 500 miles. And so, like, that's the issue, dude. You know, these people got to go to, however, to get these shipments out. And they're going to...
Charging, you mean?
It goes, well...
That's the life of the...
Yeah, of the battery, yeah. So 300 to 500 miles, depending on how you drive it, you know? So it's like, if you're going to go, you know, and then how long would it take to charge a damn semi battery?
That's
you know what
true,
I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty hefty.
But imagine if that was the industry, then they could have like stops along the superhighway to where like, you know, a third of the way across the country, all shipments stop, go into these like charging stations, or whenever like you could have charging stations periodically every 100 miles or something.
This.
And they could just pull off, stop, and then they could charge up, do overnight, and they could have superchargers to where it isn't like the little Tesla stations you see around town. It would be like a supercharger specifically for this superhighway, so it could potentially recharge that battery in like a crazy amount of time, because that could be connected to some sort of like solar panel.
Yeah, but that's when that comes out. I'm talking about if Tesla released the semi truck tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Then yeah, it would have to.
And I think what would be a thing is like you should put like 4 batteries in that thing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a long time to charge, but you still got 2,000 miles.
Or even have a section of the truck that is the battery charger. So you'd stop at a pit stop, take out the battery,
or have a big solar strip on top of it. So as you're driving, the other like one of them's running and the 3 are charging.
See, that's why like it's scary to think about a whole like green like. You know, if we had like 80% renewable energy, 20% fossil fuel in that industry, like that's scary to think about how different the world would be. But the potential of how great the world could be, like that kind of idea, where it's like that would be a win-win-win for everyone. You know, less time, less like, and even if you needed drivers, you could pay them the same amount because that you could teach them to be technicians on that kind of, you know, just like there's mechanics for motor engines, there'd have to be technicians for the fucking electric engines and battery chargers and stuff like that.
Has to.
I don't know. I'm hopeful for what the world will look like in a decade.
You think Elon Musk? Do you think he's a human?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I do think he's a human. I just think that he is like.
Do you really?
I think that where Elon Musk's mind is way beyond any of ours. Like I think he probably is like already envisioning
he's going
shit
to
on
Mars.
Yeah, he's like thinking about. He's
absolutely going to Mars.
Yeah, didn't they say something like he's like doesn't have any material possessions on the.
He sold everything he owns. He sold all his houses. He sold everything he owns.
Where does he live?
Nowhere. Under a rock.
Where is he?
Patrick Star. That's what I'm saying.
He's like Eminem.
Yeah, dude. Nobody sees. You don't. Oh my gosh, dude. That's what I'm saying.
You don't see him until there's like reason to see him. Then he's just there. Just like Slim Shady.
And you can't tell me he don't look like the grown-up version of the kid from what was it? Is his name Sid from? Is it? What's that Toys R Us movie? Toy Story. Toy Story. Sid. Doesn't he look like a grown-up Sid?
He went from the magnifying glass face melting to shooting to Mars. Good job, Sid.
I don't trust it, dude. I don't trust
Innovator.
him.
No, yeah, I see it too. Like there's some like weirdness about his vibes.
Yeah.
Just the way he talks.
He's too Well, the way he talks, for sure. What he named his child.
And what he named his kid.
What he named his child says it all. GoPro, start recording. Did it just turn off? It did.
I'll turn it back on. You can keep talking.
It probably got too hot. We should probably take a break and wrap up the, change the battery and that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Enjoy the ads. We'll be back.
Back for part 2.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show into all the apps people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing by reading this ad. And let me tell you guys a little bit about Anchor. So, like I said, it's a one-stop shop, distributing, you put your podcast on. It couldn't be easier to use. My brother and I, when we started this podcast, we're looking around for a website. Where do we get our podcast up and running? How do we get it? Literally those exact questions. How do we get it on iTunes? How do we get it on Spotify? And I was trying to do that stuff by myself. And that's when I started looking up. And there's other ones you can use like JPod and all that. But let me tell you, Anchor, nobody's going to do it as great as Anchor. And most of all, it's free. So that's what you always do, man. That's what you love, is Anchor being free. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Once again, that's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Yes! Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the ads. We're back. So let's talk, dude. What the fuck, GoPro? GoPro, start recording. So I think I'm gonna start a business.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start a handyman business.
Really?
Yeah. I was looking up some shit, and it's not too extensive on what you got to do in order to have a handyman business in Florida, as far as licensing and permitting and stuff. Because what you're eligible to do for like handyman is like drywall repair, painting, appliance, toilet installs, appliance installs. You can install kitchens too. Like I don't think you can fully like install a kitchen, maybe,
because you couldn't like run plumbing, or like you'd be able to do anything other than like installing plumbing and electric, right? You could like install cabinets, any paint job.
Yeah. I think you can do light electric, like move outlets and stuff. Not 100%. Still gotta touch up on the details on that, but yeah, I'm gonna just do it, and I figured I'll still work the job I have, but try to do that on the side jobs, until it kind of fizzles it out.
What made you come to that conclusion? Seeing Zach hustling with side work? Because Zach hustles with side work.
Yeah, he does. No, if we're being honest, I don't know if I want to completely air this out or not. But
you can be as vague as you want to be. We don't need the deets.
I'm pretty open on the podcast. Basically, Bria and I were talking about having kids. And
no way.
Yeah.
And you need some extra bread.
And well, not that. We're basically ready. Like, I would love to have a little kid running around. That's mine. From her too. I really want kids with her. but
obviously.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, just obviously, but it's just, dude, I can't wait. But it's always been a thing of like, it sounds bougie when I say this, but like I strongly feel like I'm like better than the 9 to 5, money. I can like do it on my own. And then so when it comes to the kids thing, it's like I never wanted to have kids when I didn't have like my own business or whatever. So like we were talking about it last night, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start my business, because the reality is too. It's like, even if, my handyman business is not what I want to do, for the rest of my life, but if it gets me in the door to business ownership and like being on my own and running my own business, that's what it'll take. Because like a lot of business owners, successful business owners, will tell you like the business they're running now, that's the successful business that they're running, is not their first business, that they've started.
Yeah.
A lot of people start a lot of businesses that fail, but it's about, learning from your mistakes and keeping going. And I just think where I'm at now, experience wise and stuff, I can pretty much, I can do a lot of things. Like,
and you enjoy the work. Like you always say, you do enjoy the work.
Yeah, I do enjoy the work, especially if it's me, if I'm getting all the money, like that's what it.
Yeah, if it's a private deal where like you just know Betsy down the road that just got some cabinets and doesn't, like, her son's not in town, so she can't install them.
If you called me for like a house like you and you wanted the outside of your house painted, like, you just hit me up, you're like, yo, I want the outside like touched up, so we can like sell it, so it looks curb appealing or for whatever reason, I'll charge you like, I'm not sure yet, so don't like, I'd have to quote it out, but like for a house your size, I know I'd probably do like $5,000, and that's probably a good deal, on the better deals for sure that you'll find. But think about all that money, it would probably take me like a week to paint this thing by myself, and
but
that's $5,000 in a week. And
then it'd be up to you. You could choose to do it for like a 12-hour day one of the days and knock it out. Like, you could come in like 4 hours here and there, like, but you could go if you wanted to, because it's your business. Yeah,
exactly.
And I feel like that's something that wouldn't be as risky. Like if you're going to start like a restaurant, obviously you need to make an investment to have the restaurant or like equipment to cook and stuff like that. But really with something like that, other than tools and like upgrades like that, you've already got a truck. You just need like a nice toolbox, like maybe, like I feel like the investments you'd have to make to start that up from like the ground up really wouldn't be as risky as other business endeavors.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a new truck too, because just to have something more reliable and nicer. But yeah.
Would you like one of those racks? I was thinking about that the other day. I saw a truck with a rack Dad used to have. I feel like that's so handy. Doing something like what you do, where you could put like ladders on the side, you could put fucking wood up top.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess it depends what I was doing. For work, in a work truck, it definitely wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Because then you could put the ladders up there and everything.
Do pull-ups on that.
But like, yeah, exactly. We used to as kids.
Yeah.
But on my daily, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't throw it on my daily truck. Yeah. Yeah, my truck's on the market too. It's for sale actually. I'm getting a couple offers. I'm not in a rush to sell it, but just seeing offers, because I don't know, because I'm crazy.
Wait, so what was your why was the business idea correlated to having a kid?
Because I want to spend more time with my kid, dude. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like stuck working a 9 to 5 for someone else, like when I'm just getting by, because then it's like, oh, something happened to my kid, I hope so and so,
can cover my shit,
or is okay with me taking however amount of time off. And it's like, I'd rather just me be the business owner and be like, well, I'm gonna have to pause some jobs, but all in all, I'm the guy that says, I'm the shot caller. So and it's just, I feel it, dude. I'm telling you, it's like, I feel it. It's why I'm probably like so unhappy working for like someone else, is because I feel it. And when you it's something I can't explain really, but it's like, dude, it's sickening, truthfully sickening, when you hear how much like these people get paid for like what they do on like my end of work, like, and it's like, I did the work. It's like what? You know what I mean? And it's like, dude,
I bet
they paid how much for what we just did? And it's like, that took us what? It's like, it's insane, dude. I'm telling you, I just pray for like big check like that, dude. If I could look at it, I'd check and see like $8,000, just be like,
yeah, and it's all about how you make the moves. Like, some people never want to do the research, and they're fine just being that general laborer or whatever, because it's a good wage, it's a good living,
exactly.
It's a good living.
That's the thing.
But like, if you just take it, like, there's just a few steps, a few risks you could take, a few little like.
And
jumps.
a lot of people can't too. Like, a lot of people won't want to put in the hours marketing, won't want to put in the hours advertising, won't want to do the business networking and
look into graphic
communications.
design and social media marketing.
Exactly. And that's where,
but you
like,
got all those skills.
yeah, especially with, like, Bree, being married to Bree, having you as my brother for, like, graphic design.
100%, dude.
Be flourishing. Yeah, so, yeah.
That'd be cool, dude. I'd love to see you in, like, your own like work truck, just
Thanks,
Danny pulling up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about names, dude. It could be Lombardo Luxury Finishes.
That's pretty. That. That's catchy.
Yeah. Something nice too. You know what I mean? Like something high end type shit. You know, because I don't want to be like the handyman that's like, you know, dirty old, you know, whatever. I want to be like clean cut, organized, like, you know.
That's how you will be too. I could see it now.
Yeah.
Like your branding and everything will
just
be like
exactly.
That, like
real modern. Yeah.
You're gonna be the dude that people are gonna want to call up.
Yeah. So those are the names I got is Lombardo Luxury Finishes and Lombardo Handyman Services. But I think I like the first one a little better. Sounds more modern and like bold.
You see that keychain that Dad got from Grandpa?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's such a cool keychain.
I know it is. Yeah.
Isn't it like it says handyman, right?
I think so.
I think it just says handyman. That's cool.
It's like a hammer and something else.
It's interesting you say that though about business endeavors because literally I got this book a couple of days ago and I just started it earlier today. It's called Don't Keep Your Day Job by Kathy Heller. And I got it because I was looking into like publishing my novel and like really taking my business to like make it my career, you know, like turn my passion projects into a business because we've talked about it on the podcast all the time about having that feeling of more, like this isn't really what we're meant for. And it's kind of like so far in this book, that's really what it's iterating is, like you as a person in this world, like you have a purpose, you know, like you have something you can give to the world, like give back to people, something you enjoy doing that people will pay you to do. And that you can do better, like something you can offer that no one else can offer, you know, certain like things about your personality and character and work ethic that makes you perfect for this kind of job. Mm-hmm. And it was cool hearing her story because the intro is just talking about her, like her realizing that and realizing like she was saying she was making 6 figures doing like, well, first she was musically inclined. So first she wanted to like do the music thing, get on a record label. She did. Got dropped by the record label and then was like, got dropped by the record label, dreams shattered. And then she ended up from there, like doing other stuff and she made good money, made like 6 figures. And then, but she was just unhappy and she just realized that she was meant for more. Like she wasn't giving her full self to the world.
Can we let him out while you keep talking?
Yeah, you could let him out. She wasn't giving her full self to the world. And eventually she found like she, instead of making music for a record label, she started making jingles and stuff, and she would make like help people advertise. And I won't get too far into it, but basically the book is talking about that, just that search for becoming the full you know what I mean? Like and it's kind of like what I've been asking guests on the podcast, where I always ask them like 5 years from now, let's say all your goals happen, let's say like all your plans come to fruition, 5 years from now, what's your Monday gonna look like, you know? And I think about that all the time, where it's, you know, we have these dreams for ourselves and where we want to be in life, and you know, I want to make this skate video and I want to make this YouTube, you know, I was like, I want to do these things, I want to build this business, I want to do this project. But then think about what your week would look like if all of that happened. What would your life be like? Because some people think like, I would exercise every day, I'd read a book a month, I would like, you know, eat these kind of healthy foods, I would go to these stores only because they're the stores I love, and you know, wear these kind of clothes because those are the clothes I like best. And you start to realize how many of those things you can already do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially when it comes to like exercise and reading and those sorts of things. Even if it's on a smaller scale, you can do all those things already. And that was kind of like a breaking point for me, and how I decided to like publish the book and read this and whatnot, is just like realizing the little steps you could take to do it now. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to business ventures, there's a lot of stuff you could do right now. And even though a lot of it takes money and takes like some time to build up to.
Yeah, no, I think, no, it's true. It's true. And the same thing is, yeah, you can let him in.
Yeah.
The same thing, like a lot of people say, if you can't manage, you know, if you have a job and you're getting paid however much, and you can't manage, if you can't manage $1,000, you're not going to be able to manage 10,000, you know, meaning like if you live in check to check because you go out and drink every weekend and you smoke and all this and you have all these things you spend money on and you go out to eat all the time, you're gonna have that money and you're not gonna have it for much longer.
Time management too. Like a lot of people, including myself, will say, "Oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. I'm just too busy. I got to go to work. I got to do this." But you got to think, when you own a business, like people like us who want to own businesses and want to get these big checks because we want to do bigger scale things for the world. Where are we going to make the time then? We're going to own businesses. We're going to run, we're going to have employees potentially. We're, like, if thinking about that grand scheme 5 years, life is going to be way more hectic.
Yeah.
So if we can't make the time now to go to the gym or read a book, how are we going to make the time when things are even more difficult? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't wait on whatever. You gotta just do what you can, dude, and just grind it out.
And it might be a little unhealthy. Like, one thing I've been trying to, like, keep balance in life, because you think, like, you need to get X amount of sleep for, like, health purposes, and, like, you want to take care of yourself in those ways, between the grind. Careful, Gohan. But David Goggins said in one little motivational speech thing, he was like, people talk to him about balance. It's like, bro, how could you run 100 goddamn miles? Like, you need balance. Like, when do you sleep? When do you, like, you need days off? And then he was saying, like, right now is the time for imbalance. Whenever I've made it is when that will be balanced. Whenever all these plans I have and dreams come to fruition fully, that's when there will be balance. That's when I'll get 8 hours of sleep. That's when, like, because I'm thinking about us right now. We have our 9 to 5 grind we do all the time, and we have these things we do on the side, and it's very difficult. Like, I'm drinking a cup of coffee because right after this I got to edit the podcast and I got to open it Aldi tomorrow. But like, I'm conditioning myself for this, even though it's not the healthiest thing. You shouldn't get 4 hours of sleep every night. But once all these things, I'm confident in my plan, is all I'm saying. So, like, once these things start taking off and happening the way I want them to, then there won't be the 9 to 5. It'll just be the creative stuff. So then there will be time for 8 hours of sleep and all of that stuff. So we can hope.
And that's the goal for a lot of people. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people aren't prioritizing their time right. Like you're saying. They're going home and doing what they want. And
I want you to read this when I'm done with it, by the way. I feel like you'd love it. For sure.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Who'd you say the author was?
Kathy Heller.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's important. I think that was a good segment we just touched on. I think that really is important.
It really is.
Really, it's a good note to end on.
Yeah, dude.
Truthfully.
And I know y'all have been seeing us fiddling with the cameras all episode and all this. It's just me and Danny here at the table. We got 3 cameras and audio recording. And
yeah, I don't even know if I'm centered
talk about grassroots.
Yep.
Grassroots.
And I want to, real quick, man, shout out to the listeners. Shout out to all our viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're listening on a podcast, thank you. Go ahead and rate and review us 5 stars.
It really helps us.
It really does.
And subscribe to our
YouTube channel.
Because if you don't have time for the full episodes, I understand. I don't have time for podcasts all the time.
We got highlights.
Highlight clips. Sometimes they're 3 minutes. Sometimes they're 5 minutes. Sometimes they're 20 minutes.
Instagram clips, too, on Instagram.
If you only have a couple seconds on your break, bam, bam.
We got it. And we got a lot more coming.
We do.
And we're taking, what do you guys want to see us do? We got ideas to do special things with the guests after the episodes where, after the interview episodes where we can do certain things. Hot Wings Challenge.
You've seen the segments.
Yeah, you've seen the segments. We do it all.
Trying to go live.
Yeah. So comment down below on this video, or DM us on Instagram, and let us know what you want to see.
For real, the Renaissance is now, dude. We're trying to fuel it. We're trying to serve the world in some way.
That's facts. Do we even still have that hot sauce?
We do. I don't know how much of it is good. I don't know, like, how
that last dab was bad from the beginning.
It didn't taste good. Nah.
Nasty.
Yeah, that shit was vinegary.
All right, this has been episode 81.
It's been a fun one.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Come here, Gohan. Say goodbye with me. Bye.
Bye. Hit him with the outro, Soren.
Wait.
What?
Not yet. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at City of Palms Podcast. New episodes of podcasts everywhere you listen. Monday. Watch us on YouTube. Subscribe once again. We got a giveaway coming soon, so stay tuned. Follow us on all platforms. It's coming to your ears soon. Coming to your eyes. Hit him with the outro song.